is live.
Yes. So I didn't say anything automatically. I had to pause and unpause you so that it would stop spinning. So is this a point and click, or how does this game work? Or are you just going to explain it as...
I think it's pretty
Or
much...
I will see when...
I think it is pretty much point and click.
Okay, much like how like the Sherlock games and the Back to the Future game was. Hey, Elegy.
Hey, LG, how's it going?
Alright. It's so much nicer on my end, by the way. Thank you. So if I do that plus...
Subtitles are on, music, sound effects, and dialogues are at maximum volume. I'm trying to remember if this game has 4 cases or 5. I think it's 4. There's only 4 cases. I'm thinking they'll do... Oh shit, that guy got fucked! I think I'll do 2 cases per stream, I would think. There's rage launcher going. Oh yeah, the voices. I'm trying to remember, but I think like only 2 characters have their correct voices.
Who sent Ziva the flowers?
Jealous?
Jealous? Me? No, of course not.
You sure? Because you sound jealous.
I'm just surprised
I
someone
did
would send Ziva flowers.
Ghostbuster.
That's all.
Why are you surprised?
Yeah, what girl doesn't like getting flowers?
Girls, yes, but we're talking about Ziva.
Grab your gear.
Where we going, boss?
Atlantic City. Nice flowers.
And...
The hippo loading.
Special Agent Gibbs. I'm Sergeant Gates, Atlantic City Police Department. You guys here to assist us? Other way around. Here you got a dead Marine reservist.
We're here to take over.
NCIS jurisdiction. Works for me.
Beardy McBeard cop.
City, I got enough on my plate already. Happy to take second seat on this. Just make sure my office gets copies of all your findings. Done. What do you got? A robbery.
I'm gonna have to ask you to give me a synopsis, because I'm not currently looking at stream while I try to figure out what I need to send you. And thus I'm missing all the dialogue because I can't hear it on your end.
Run for the front doors. No eyewitnesses to the actual robbery. Inside there, we have a huge mess. You might just want to go see for yourself. Let's go.
Well, hello there, Dirty Harry. Is that a 44 Magnum?
Good eye. It was a gift from my father when I made sergeant. He was on the force as well.
Never know when you're gonna need to blow a hole in an engine block, huh?
Didn't know so.
On your 6, boss. got 2 dead guards. One was a Marine in the reserves. Denozo, pictures. Don't forget the footprints. Let's see if Ducky or Ziva need help.
On it, boss.
Alright, so there was a casino. I think somebody was trying to rob it. Something blew up and some guards got killed. Now I'm at the crime scene and wants me to take photos of all the bullets.
And the guards dying were who was in the Navy who got killed?
One of them was a Marine reservist.
Thank you.
My mom asks that a lot because sometimes the shows take certain liberties. She's like, why is NCIS involved with this?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because a Marine reservist, really? Like, they handle Navy and Marines, but still.
Bingo.
It gets use.
Okay. Let's see. Move the camera with stick until crosshairs turn green. Oh. This is kind of weird.
Piece of
Man, Chief Daddies.
Congratulations on doing absolutely nothing and getting kudos for it.
What's that over there? That's one.
Kind of
Keep up the good work.
weird controls. The camera. So do I need to, I guess I don't need to take a picture of that. What's that over there?
I should take a photo of this.
I should take a photo of this gun. Like, I move the camera from side to side with the left stick, and then with the right stick I zoom in until it tells me it's okay, and then I take a picture with the A button by holding it until it tells me it's green, and then the picture takes itself.
Now I can
I'm
get on with the
color
rest of my
coding
work.
my labels for what thing is what.
Kids will want photos of the victims.
Ghostbusters is lime green. Slime.
Piece of cake.
Got a ecto cooler green. For the most part, the people are going to be pretty obvious, and I'll tell you again when you're doing this stuff. If you miswrite a vehicle on the little tag things, that's fine, because while you're playing the level or whatnot, it's going to overwrite the tag anyway.
Ready, Tony?
It's kind of like I'm
1,
telling you
2,
what my
3,
tags
lift
are
with your
anyway,
leg.
but you're going to be overwriting them while playing the game. Which is nice anyway, because I already
Gently now.
redid all the
We're
tags.
going to take him to your
So,
left. Here
I
we
haven't
go.
put any money in any of these really, or
Good.
any
We can
game
put him
money
down just
in them.
there and
So, not the end of the world being written.
thank you
Overwritten.
again, Tony. You've been quite helpful as usual. Oh, and good luck. Look at that, over there. It appears as if one of the bullets exited the body and lodged itself in the wall behind it.
Good catch. Nice work, Duck.
The Xbox page is pretty stupid for whatever.
Good catch.
Do. Let's take a picture. Do.
Bingo.
Okay. One of these 3 bullets I actually don't think I took a picture of. I can't figure out how to target it. Maybe I don't need that bullet. Oh, here's a bullet hole.
Look at that. Perfect. These look like fingerprints. Better take a photo. Perfect. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Someone used this light switch after the blast.
Why do you think that?
There are clear prints on the dust on both sides of the switch.
Part of the reason why I wanted to stream this game was because I don't know if anyone on Twitch would like ever consider streaming this game. It's just so off from something that would be streamed, I would think. I don't know how many
Good catch.
video game fans like the show NCIS, probably not many, but
NCIS is a
Perfect.
good show. I think you'd be surprised. I mean,
it is a hugely popular show too, but it's also stereotypically associated with old people liking it. Like really old people, like older than me even, like Doom's grandmother's age. But yeah, I'm a TV buff, I love it, so. The first time I played this game, I did like follow a walkthrough because I was just pretty much going for the achievements and stuff.
A bullet went right through this cabinet.
I've
We
been
will
told
need to
that
move
it's
it
so
to
easy
the
you don't even really
Don't
need a
just stand
walkthrough.
there. Give me a hand.
Pull the cabinet, Tony.
what else is so easy you don't need a walkthrough?
What?
You found it. Well done, Tony.
Yes, I'm sure I'm the only one streaming it now. I don't know if there's a way to like find out. Probably not. Like when was the last time a game was streamed at all?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think it would necessarily be on Twitch, but it'd be like looking on YouTube to see if there was
I should take a
someone
photo
like
of this.
uploaded a Twitch.
Yeah, I'm sure there's video walkthroughs of this on YouTube, but I doubt they were like recorded Twitch
Your
streams.
photographs may never make the homepage of a medical journal, but I dare say you have done splendid work, Tony.
There's a thing in the upper right corner that's telling me like what % done I am with this crime scene, so I know. Let's see.
It's at 0, right? You've done nothing.
No, it's at 79%.
Damn it. But yeah, like I'm labeling all this stuff, but honestly, if it gets unlabeled or mislabeled or something, is definitely not the end of the world. Like I am not going to throw a hissy fit, like your cousin nearly deleted your me and stuff. Probably gonna be like, whatever.
Perfect.
there's a bullet hole in this lamp or whatever this is.
That was a tricky one. Thank you, Tony.
Look what eagle-eyed Denozo just found.
Some self-respect?
I set myself up for that one. No, Ziva.
But that he's the only one there.
Slug.
Good. Now help me set up these lasers so we can triangulate the bullet trajectories.
I mean, I've streamed lots of games where I was like the only one streaming it at the time. I think the most, other than putting on maybe like Destruction Derby or some of the other N64 games,
Laser emitters, Tony.
probably
Put
putting
one in
on
each hole. You told me you would practice for
Poke
this.
Park
I am just getting
was
warmed
far
up,
different.
Ziva. You can't rush genius.
But I know one person came in excited to see it. Oh, and then there's Ribbit King. The Ribbit King's awesome, so everyone should watch Ribbit King. I demand more Ribbit King. You know what, I'm not even going to bother labeling Wonder Woman, because seriously, it has the Wonder Woman W thing on her boobs on it.
What do you mean on her boobs? Are we talking about like the stands?
No, okay. No, the stands for the characters, the little circle blue things,
Maybe
the
you are
character
good at
ones
that.
have
Wouldn't you like to know?
insignias for each person. Like Mission Impossible guy, he has the MI on it.
Well,
18
look
guy,
at that.
Mr. T has the A-Team written on his little stand thing. Wonder Woman has her golden W. It's the
Looks
blank
like there were two shooters.
circle disc things are the ones that get written and unwritten and stuff, and they're the vehicles.
Both of them were very
So
good
that's
shots.
more what I'm labeling.
This
And I'm
card,
labeling
however,
ones
could hit
based
the
on, like,
broadside of a
maybe
barn,
you wouldn't
and a
recognize
dead
the
Marine
symbol.
didn't fire a shot. Dollars to donuts, Abby confirms it.
Why do your idioms always involve food?
Because I'm usually hungry. Do I have to teach you everything?
Not everything.
Yep, W on her boobs, exactly. And I just like quickly put invisible jet, so if I misspelled that, you are allowed to laugh at me quietly, but don't tell me you laughed at me. Because I have no idea if I spelled invisible right.
Achievement. I guess I'm done with that crime scene.
What do you got, Denozo?
Different sets of unidentified footprints, fingerprints on the light switch, and my gut is telling me something interfered with the guard returning fire.
Nice work, Denozo. I'll go interview the other guard.
I'm only
Which
done
guard,
with the
boss?
crime
The
scene
one
when
that
the
didn't get
achievement
killed.
happens.
Right, boss.
Is that pretty much what you just said?
Huh? During the interview, you will see this button. If you press it before the blue gauge is empty, you'll get more details about the current sentence. Getting more details can trigger a piece of evidence.
Mr. Valesco, Special Agent Denozo, NCIS. Need to ask you a few questions.
Sure, yeah.
You were on duty this morning when the robbery took place?
I was supposed to be.
That a yes or a no?
Alright, I was late, okay? Schedule said 2 o'clock, but I wasn't here then. Car conked out. It's a piece of crap.
Any idea who would want to rob the Lucky Card Casino?
Well, it's a casino. Anyone who likes money. But the guy who owns Casino Noir, he's got more interest than most.
I'm gonna need a name.
His name is Brian Tasca. He's been trying to buy the Lucky Card Casino for years, but the owners wouldn't sell. Word is he was pretty pissed about it.
You were late to work, so you didn't see what happened.
Not really.
Could you be more specific?
So the other, oh yeah.
I told you I was late. I didn't see nothing. I don't know how many there were. I don't know how they did it, okay?
Hey, those are pretty sweet boots. I have a pair just like them.
They get the job done. And they don't make my feet sweat.
I want more detail about his feet sweating.
Yep. I wear them every night.
Why isn't there any reds? Where's my baggie of Sharpies? Oh, there it is. Are there any reds in here?
Anything else you can tell me about the night of the robbery?
Like I said, man, the robbers were gone when I got
Red.
Okay. If you think of anything else that might help, give me a call.
More cheap daddies.
Hey, boss. I just finished interviewing the casino.
I guess
guard,
that's
Jason
true,
Lesko.
LG, but I don't know if her
He says
jet
the owner of
seats
the
more than
rival
one
casino,
person.
Brian Tasca had motived around the lucky card. McGee should look this guy up.
Right.
New objective. Go to your computer. Do some hacking. I need to hack this shit. Let's see. One cell in the grid will change color. Click on it when it does. Achievement. Drag the relevant item to the evidence slot. Hey, I'm a hacker, because that's how you hack.
What do you got, McGee?
The owner of Casino Noir, Brian Tasca, is currently
Sound
under
way too
federal
happy about
investigation for money laundering.
And?
Tasca is in a federal prison and his assets are frozen, which makes it highly unlikely that he could have planned the heist.
So he's not our guy.
Afraid not, boss.
Okay. Get that
No,
victim
it's kind of a
profile
good thing.
finished.
I'm somewhat getting back into Pokemon, so I can do those like shiny whatevers. Since I can't play Lego Dimensions with you taking over half of my collection. Or with over half of my collection.
Good work, McGee.
Tell Abby I'll tell her myself.
I'm literally sending you something called Lumpy Car.
Lumpy pumpkin?
I wish. you might wish that also.
Zip it, make ye of little faith. I've not yet begun to investigate. Hi, Abs.
Tony, what's up?
Need you to do me a favor.
A favor. All right. What do you need?
Ziva got flowers from somebody. I need you to lift the fingerprints off of it and tell me you sent them.
Oh my god, Chris, you're so
Jealous?
Jack.
He's like you have a little crush on Ziva all of a sudden. That's too cute.
Crush.
Sparkly
There's
or
my
whatever
crush.
the heck he or she
Can't see
says.
any crush.
Considering it's
Sorry,
like
I'm
a
getting
female-like
nauseous.
character that it's a deep
Gonna help
voice
me,
like a
Abs?
man. I have no idea.
Look out foul in your future if you do.
What are
LG,
friends
did
for?
you watch Adventure Time? Can you explain that? I think you were excited when I talked about an Adventure
And
Time,
it'll cost you two.
Lego Dimensions
Thanks,
thing.
Abs. I owe you one.
Lumpy
Actually,
princess thing.
two.
Right.
Yeah.
2.
Time to process some evidence. Yes.
1, 2, 3, and lift it up.
Sonic.
Just what we wanted.
He's going, Abs. I did something.
No way. Shit.
I'll be reading the stuff for the evidence.
Slow and steady wins the
Whatever,
race.
read.
Abby Shudo does it again.
Unidentified fingerprint on pistol. Sample, okay.
These fingerprints belong to Melvin Farley.
Melvin. Alright, may as well do some more fingerprints.
The fingerprints on the light switch belong to Jason Valesco.
Oh my god, how could you get that right? I could never have gotten that right, Rockman. Have I successfully bloated your ego?
Totally.
The fingerprints on the light switch belong to Jason Valesco.
I've done done my
Let's
job.
match these footprints with the soles of known shoe brands.
Sonic. See, Sonic's thing has Sonic on it. I don't really need to tell you what that disc does.
These footprints match boots commonly found in Army, Navy surplus stores. They don't match shoes from anyone we identified at our crime scene, which means they belong to our robbers. Let's match these footprints with the soles of known shoe brands. The footprints that lead one way out of the counting room were made by Trailsman boots. The same boots Jason Valeska wears.
What do you make of all this, Abby?
There's a lot here, Gibbs. It's not like I can just wave my hands over the pile and suddenly divine who your criminal is.
All right. Put it on the deduction board.
Deduction board. Oh boy. This is what I've been waiting for. Oh, by the way, I don't think I tweeted. That's why no one's here except you, me, and Elegy. Oh, wait, it's because nobody gives a shit about this game. Alright, let me tweet and I'll explain about the deduction board.
Together again.
Let's see what
So-
we can find.
I think this is a pretty common thing in like Sherlock Holmes games, CSI games. You need the game makes it so that you need like some sort of a board where you put all your evidence. And it's called a deduction board in this game, but it's so weird. Me and Ratmus thought it was hilarious because number one, they never do anything like this on the show. So constantly in the game, Gibbs is like, go to the deduction board and do this. Like, what deduction board? And then there's something funny happens later in the game, so I'm making this command. No one will think it's funny except me and Ratmus, I'm sure. Hopefully I've been paying enough attention to what the hell's going on in this case to figure out what the hell to do on this deduction board.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
That's the difficulty spike in this game. Knowing what to do on the deduction board.
I think I screwed up.
You screwed up.
Maybe I didn't.
Well, Gibbs, it works like this.
But Rockman, you're so perfect. How could you ever do that? That help or hurt your ego. Or was the sarcasm just too strong? It didn't
What is
even
it
like
I'm looking for anyway?
reach.
Why do you think that, Abs?
found what we were looking for.
Okay, I'm figuring it out.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
One.
Just what I thought.
So that's 4. That would be 4 things, 4 things, 4 things. One of these other ones have been fitting
Gibbs,
flat,
the
so
other guard.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
What are you gonna
1, 2.
do? Ooh.
Alright, that's a fine number to send.
McGee, I need an address for Jason Valesco.
Boss, that was the Lucky Card Casino. Valesco didn't show up for work this morning. We've called his home and his cell. No answer.
Bolo, now. McGee, trace his cell.
Already on it, boss.
So, so what we figured out so far about this robbery is that somebody turned off the lights, so the guards didn't know who they were shooting at, so they got gunned down by the robbers. And we think that the bad guy might be one of the guys on the inside.
No, that was silly of me. I shouldn't do that.
Place the reticle on top of moving targets to reveal the suspect, then keep the reticle on top of your target until all signal bars are full.
You might be fast, but my satellite goes 7.56 kilometers per second. Try to outrun that.
Oh, I thought I had completed it for a second.
We're right on top of you now, and in just a few moments you'll be caught.
I gotta do this multiple times. There we go. Make GPS.
Boss, we got him.
Where?
Valesco is being transported to NCIS as we speak. He'll be in the interrogation room for you when you're
Me
ready.
and Ratmus had Grand Max for lunch again.
Ooh.
And for dinner, I decided to. What? About the tooth? Yeah, I just tried to eat it really slowly. Big Mac is pretty soft.
Sure.
Hey, welcome back, Elegy. For dinner, I decided on having chicken tenders from the place. Maybe that was good enough.
Let's hear it.
No need to shout.
Why were you running?
Yay.
I was scared, all right?
Dates.
What happened in the
Great.
counting room? Need to know what you saw.
There was a hole in the wall. Dust on everything.
That it?
There was a huge frickin' hole.
Frickin' hole in the wall.
Dustin and Mel were dead on the floor.
You're a frickin' hole on the wall.
You go inside?
When I saw that, I turned around. I didn't touch nothing. I just split.
Sure about that?
Look, I already told you I left when I saw Dustin and Mel. I didn't touch nothing. I just left, okay?
Only one problem. You got your fingerprint on the light switch in the counting room, which makes you a liar.
Okay, so I touched the light switch. So what?
What's your relationship to the victims?
We were good friends.
Could you be more specific?
I mean, we used to go and do stuff together, so yeah, we were friends.
How about Melvin Farley?
What about Mel? Mel used to take me to the shooting range.
Gonna need more than that.
He used to go to the shooting range almost every weekend. He let me come sometimes. Mel was a hella good shot.
Mr. Key.
Then how does he fire 3 rounds and miss with every shot?
Bad luck, I guess. How am I supposed to know?
And where were you at the time of the robbery?
I guess I was still on my way to work.
Really?
I had car trouble. I told Agent Denozo before, you can check with him.
When did you go into the counting room?
I got to work late. I didn't see the counting room until later.
After the crime?
Yeah, I walked in, just a little, you know. Then I saw all that stuff, and I took off.
There we go. I was like, I'm not finding evidence, but there was like 3 pages I had to cycle through, not 2.
Your boot prints say otherwise.
So? I was in the room. So what?
Well, your boot prints lead one way, out of the counting room.
So?
Your footprints were in the dust from the explosion. One way, Velasco. You were inside when they blew the wall. You turned the lights off after the explosion so that Dustin and Melvin wouldn't be able to see, just like your buddies planned. They came prepared. That's why they didn't miss. And Melvin did. And once the guards were dead, you turned the lights on and walked right out the hole in the wall. You were the inside guy. You're going to jail for it, Velasco.
Okay, wait. No, I didn't want to, but they threatened my daughter.
Threaten how?
They had night vision goggles. They just wanted me to turn off the lights. They said if I didn't do what they said, they'd kill her. Kill her, man. I didn't know what else to do.
We can protect her, but only if you tell us who killed Dustin and Melvin. Denozo, get a security team out to Velasco's daughter's school. Now.
No, I don't have names, just phone numbers. They called me from 3 different numbers.
Another achievement, or does someone log on?
Gibbs,
Hello, Jethro?
It's an
I think
achievement.
you should come and see this.
on my way.
Yes, I said one reason why I wanted to stream this game was just the fact that I don't think anyone on Twitch would. The other is all the easy achievements. And of course, the other reason is I really do like the show, and I only played this game once whenever it came out a few years back, so it's nice to play it again. Now I get to perform an autopsy. I think I'm gonna get a drink, actually.
This game is driving you to become an alcoholic.
Yep.
Which reminds me, and I was gonna talk to you more about it when you're visiting. If I happen to feel like having one hard apple cider at the melting pot, do you think you will mind?
No, I wouldn't mind. Did you want me to drive home after that?
It shouldn't be necessary. I would drink it near the beginning of the meal with like the cheddar,
If there's,
and it would be all like digested by
there's
the
not,
end. It would,
yeah, I mean, there's so little alcohol in that anyway, right?
yeah, there's not much. It's
So
like
I wouldn't care.
1 beer.
My, such a waste.
Hey Cobra, how's it going? You got here just in time to watch me do an autopsy on somebody.
Hey, Cobra.
Take, what does it say? Take photos of suspicious something or other? Anything suspicious.
No, it's suspicious someone playing this game on Twitch. I mean, why would anyone play this game on Twitch?
So suspicious.
I realized I really didn't need to put Peter Vangeman when there's like the Ghostbuster logo on his little dial. Should I put Wicked Witch of the West, since all the Wicked Witch of the West has is this like green ball on it?
Sure. flip him over or something. Point at the edge of the screen to move the camera. Okay, there we go.
There is nothing unusual I can find.
What do you got for me, Duck?
Other than a few extra pounds, likely due to an unhealthy attraction to jelly donuts, you, my friend, were in perfect health. Well, until someone...
Cobra.
Is that from Noodles?
My
I
poor
think that's
Corporal
Noodles.
Johnson. It looks as if someone got the proverbial drop on you.
Well, you call it noodles and shit, so
Yeah.
don't, like, I know that was on the tip of your tongue, and you just try to stop yourself.
It was, yeah. Can't get anything by you.
I know you too well. It's both a blessing and a curse.
After the explosion, you were shot once in the chest. Looks cut and dried. Both men were shot and killed by submachine guns.
Thanks, Duck. Going to see Abby.
Let's see what type of firearm this slug was shot from.
Boy. Now we're identifying bullets.
Fun times.
Aha! Definitely 9mm slug shot from an MP5. Ducky was right. These bullets definitely came from MP5.
So Cobra, I know you're so interested in this story. Apparently these two robbers blew a hole in the wall and robbed a casino and shot two guards. Supposedly, one of the guards who wasn't shot helped them out because they threatened his daughter. Let's see if that's true, I guess. And this is case number 1. I think there's 4 cases in this game. This is a very simplified version of like a Sherlock Holmes or CSI game.
Now I'll cross-reference those locations with the 3 numbers we got from Valesco. Should be easy to figure out where the guns and phones intersect.
And I'm a big fan of the show NCIS, and NCIS was actually a spin-off of the show JAG, and NCIS itself has 2 spin-offs. Obviously I'm an obsessive TV watcher, but the other thing is there's actually an NCIS board game, and my mom really loves NCIS too. We've played the board game a lot.
Here's some more info about me that you can win game shows with. But no one, absolutely no one can know my name. But all my life details, yes.
Here's a list of all
I kind of want to say
possible
didn't know
locations
what,
on
considering
who
you
got
just said a lot of
25
things.
submachine guns.
But then again, I don't. You just said a lot of things.
Yeah, what did you not know, Cobra? I was looking at the game and the delay and everything. The address to a shooting range. Okay. I think we're gonna have probably 2 crime scenes.
Got it. There's only one location. Deep Coast Rifle Range. I'm downloading the address for the shooting range to your phone now.
Okay.
That you knew of. I Skyped you that last night.
Yep, another crime scene. How did I know? There's a poster that says, I heart sniper
What you got
rifles.
here, Dirty Harry?
I just got here a few minutes before you. Looks like we've got ourselves a dispute of some kind.
Yeah.
If you want to know how I did that, Cobra,
Over what?
it
I couldn't
wasn't
say.
it wasn't that
Anything else
bad.
when you arrived?
No one was alive when I got here. I
It
was the
involved
first to
a lot
respond,
of
and I didn't move anything or anyone.
HP
I was waiting
management.
for backup.
We got reason to believe this shooting range is involved.
But
in
like
the
I
robbery
had
of
it all
Lucky
thought
Bear
out
Casino.
before I did it, so it wasn't that bad. It was just kind of like
NCIS
doing
is
it
gonna
takes
take
a
it from
while.
here.
No
It was
problem.
easy to do
This
during
place is all
streams, so
yours.
Emphasis on shiny.
Ziva, search the place. Talk to the rest of the team. See if they need help.
Yes, Gibbs.
First time
Tell me,
taking control of
Where did the
Ziva.
police sergeant go?
Handed the case over to us and got back on his pony.
There was a pony at the crime scene?
It's an expression, Ziva. It means he... never mind. Round up all the guns from our dead guys over there, then bag and tag the stray brass.
I know the procedure, Tony.
I should also probably write it up eventually for Lizard, because Lizard's really loving the Salandit I gave him.
Clearly, this money came from the cash register. A gun. I should take a photo.
The next shiny I'll be chaining for is Cutie Fly. To name.
Could you
Well,
be so kind
I already
as to
named my
help
other
take
Cutie Fly
photos of
Nostrika,
these recently
so I was gonna
remarked
use
souls?
Nostrika's
Time to take
actual
photos.
first name,
I will start with this victim.
Please don't forget.
which she has an
I
adorable
need
name.
photos of all the victims.
So it's going to honor her that way because it's pink, and Nostrika is pink.
Please
I
don't.
mean, come on, it has the
I
word
need
cute in it,
photos of
and
all
it's
the
pink.
victims.
This little scarf thing. It's totally Nostrika. Exactly.
There are still victims to photograph.
That, and I think Doom would have issues if I named it Soup Hater instead.
There's a dead guy
Cash
behind the
register is
counter.
empty.
It is not.
Empty cash register.
But apparently Nostrika's grandmother still cannot, pronounce her name. Like, one of Nostrika's grandmothers has issues pronouncing her granddaughter's name. And I find this, really funny and adorable. My grandmother could not pronounce... Okay, so, one of my exes, his name is Justin,
I will
and
move
he
on.
did get to meet my grandparents before they passed.
I should see
But my
this.
grandmother just could not
Let me see
remember-
if I can still open one.
that was his name. They would call him every other name. They would call him Jason, they would call him John, any other J name, male name, except for Justin. It was hilarious. I was like, this is just funny.
This looked to be related to the casino robbery.
Shooting
I should
fish in
photograph
a pond? Like tuna fish in a barrel?
Melroyd.
The safe is done. I will move on.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Bloodstains, bloodstains.
This looks like blood. Finished taking photos of these. Now on to other things.
Zelda.
Okay.
It's kind of weird because, I mean, Zelda's a name. Like, F. Scott Fitzgerald's wife's name is Zelda. And I think other people have now named their children Zelda without necessarily meaning it for the video game series.
Another gun.
Has anyone named their kid Bruce?
I'd be scared to look that up, but probably, considering we have chlamydias. So you don't necessarily fault people too much. Well, it's like I want to fault them for naming their child things like chlamydia, but at the same point, like, I've heard of a study, so grain of salt, everyone. It was on the internet. That people who did not know the English language, and they were, like, presented with many words, and the word they thought was, like, the prettiest, like, spoken in English was diarrhea.
Wow.
And it's kind of like, you think about it, and you're like, alright, I can kind of see it from, like, how the word is pronounced. It's very smooth. But it was like, no. That was a while ago I read that study, so, well, read that conclusion of a study.
Gibbs will want photos of these. Nothing left to search in the locker. I will move on.
The crime scene is only 63% complete. What else is there
Figure
to
out
do?
what really happened.
I'm sure many of us are in love with DK and Steffi's name for their beautiful daughter.
I mean, it suits her. It is a beautiful name. I'm just wondering what the kids in her, if she's going to get bullied 6-10 years from now. Or not necessarily bullied, but...
Yeah, and then she's going to kick their ass in video games, so...
Yeah, because
boys will be vying for her affection and her video game skill, okay?
I'm just gonna stop talking.
Back to work.
I think I've checked this entire place, and I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
Oh, that's what the red was.
I mean, I don't know how well Zora plays any video game. I mean, I've been told that she's been playing Sonic, but I don't, it's not like I expect her to be able to beat the game or anything.
I need DK and Steph to like come in here and be like, well, we can tell you this.
Pretty sure
wrong.
DK and Steffi can't even beat Sonic 2. It's really hard. I mean, obviously, if you're a freaking alien robot like Doom or Cobra, you can beat it, but...
Ziva, how nice of you
Can't
to come
you
and
beat
see
it?
me. I was just in the process of
Yeah,
measuring the liver
barely.
temperatures of our deceased friends here. Preliminary estimates
just had to
indicate
talk
all
to
three of
Ducky.
them were alive not more than 15 minutes before you arrived on the scene.
Did you search the
Well,
bodies?
apparently that's how I won your heart, right,
Was there
Song?
anything of note on the shooters' bodies that might give us a clue as to what the shooting was about?
The first man I examined
He
was
said, I
carrying
can
a
play
cell phone.
Portal 2
Perhaps
fast.
the others have them
Nice
as well.
wound.
Like I said, I can play Majora's Mask reverse boss order.
Nice wound.
Find all cell phones. I didn't listen to anything Ducky said, but now wants me to find cell phones.
I didn't listen to anything, and now I have no clue what to do. You sound like fire yesterday. He didn't listen to what the game told him to do next.
At least then everyone in chat was listening to the game, so we knew what to do next, but nobody in chat is listening to Ducky. No, it was just the 4 temple bosses, so...
Oh, Elegy, by the way, I don't know if you heard. Mostly because you haven't reacted, and I think this is something you would react to. But I changed for a shiny Pokemon. Oh yeah, you haven't played Sun and Moon. That's why you're not reacting. That's why. You haven't played the game. I got a shiny Pokemon. I'll probably tell Clax when he gets in. And I'm hoping Frozen just goes all like, what? How did you do that? Because I joked with him that he asked me what shiny he should go for, and I went female Sandit. And he went, no. Well, Cobra, the first time you play Portal 2, yeah, you die a lot. To dumb reasons, everyone does. It's kind of hard, like, watching and going, oh, well, the solution was actually this. But it's kind of like, we've played the game a lot. And it is a fun game to replay, and I hope you do at some point. Because you would think a puzzle game like that wouldn't be fun to replay, but the dialogue's amazing. You get a sense of accomplishment, like getting faster at solving them, and stuff like that. So.
Well, last night in the barbecue, when they were after they beat the game and they were talking about how they liked it and stuff, I noticed something, and I've always said that I don't like first-person shooters. Everyone knows that, but I think there's some sort of I mean, I've talked about a lot about the type of video games that I like and stuff, and I guess I'm realizing, like, take a step back and, like, I don't know if this is, like, psychological or anything, but I don't I don't think I like first-person games in general. I think I like third-person games in general, and I think it's from like a way that I like to play the game or something like that. Like I don't like seeing in the game from a first person view where I can't I like I'm looking at my character right now and I know I'm that person and I'm like taking on the role of that person that I can see rather than like I'm in the game and like I see, so it's kind of like me, even if it's like, you know, I know I'm Samus in like Metroid Prime, but it's like I'm seeing from her perspective, so like it's kind of like I am her. I don't think that that's the way I like to play games, is what I've kind of...
Yet again, another reason Rockman and I get along so well. We're the same way in that respect, because I really don't play first-person shooters either.
Because DK and Steffi kept going on and on and on about how they loved the first person, of how Resident Evil had gone first person, and all these other first person games that they played, like Doom and this, that, or the other, and the PlayStation first person things. And I'm kind of like the lone person in chat who is like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I like... It's kind of like in Zelda, you're supposed to feel like you are Link, and that helps by Link being such a silent protagonist, that you can... that they do that so that you feel more connected to him. And that's how I like it. I like that Zelda is like a third-person view. I like rotating my camera.
Get them all. Got it?
Hold your cows. I am working on it.
But like for me, I don't know how well you remember your dreams or how well any of you remember your dreams. My dreams are in third person. I don't put myself in a dream and it's like I'm looking out of my eyes. I dream in third person like a third person video game, and there's other people running around. Like, there have been very few instances that it has been like even me being in the dream. It's usually someone else. So it's kind of like I even dream in third person.
Now figure out what really happened.
Like I dream in a, like, if I'm reading a book, kind of like far away, non-connected, can control events like God. Maybe that's it. We like playing God.
I don't dream in third person, though.
Well, I do. And that's the other thing. Like, my mom dreams in color. I know my mom dreams. Like, my mom, like, I know I dream in color, because most people dream in black and white. I don't recall if I dream in color or black and white. It's not a detail that remains in my head. Like, being third person, that detail remains in my head. Because it's like I'm controlling a story. But I have no idea if it's in color or not.
Listen, Proby. 3 shooters, 3 guns. Get them all.
Go to the deduction
Hold your
board.
cows. I am working on it.
Horses, Eva. Horses.
And yes, I hope you're glaring at me for that.
There's no deduction board here. He's telling me that there's 3 shooters and 3 guns, but I think I'm pretty sure I got 3 guns and 3 shooters. There's 2 machine guns here, there's 2 dead bodies here, and then behind the counter, there's another body and there's a handgun. I took pictures of all of them. I've been around the room several times looking for things to click on, and I haven't found anything. Wait.
Look up.
Bullet holes. I should take a photo.
Okay. Apparently there were bullet holes that I didn't see. Guess I need to look for bullet holes.
What?
Listen, Brody. 3 shooters, 3 guns. Get them all. Got it?
Hold your cows. I'm working on it.
Horses, Eva. Horses.
How so, Cobra? I know nothing about it.
Thank you, Ziva, but I have no more need of your help. Why don't you search the crime scene for other evidence linked to the robbery?
Wait, I think I see some bullet holes.
Other bullet holes. I think these may be the last bullet holes.
She says that's the last bullet holes. I got 94%. Let's see what DeNovo says.
All right. Now we're cooking.
Cooking? I do not see any food.
Never mind. Just go help Ducky.
Be happy to.
Thank you, Ziva, but I have no more need of your help. Why don't you search the crime scene for other evidence linked to the robbery?
Okay.
Lollipop Chainsaw is awesome. You need to get it. Cobra, you would start playing it and going, oh my god, this is awesome. It has great music. It has a really fun character. It has really fun characters. It's all actiony. Does Doom have at least some of that on his YouTube? Like, Doom's stream of it was not necessarily the highest quality because his capture card messed up a bunch.
I don't see what was so good about that game.
The humor of it may have escaped you, but it was so great. You get to carry around your boyfriend's decapitated head on your hip.
I still don't get why Doom would like that game and not GTA.
So it's all about fighting demon things. Was it Lol? No, apparently Doom didn't keep it.
Okay, I need a walkthrough or something because this is taking way too long.
That is a portion of Nostrika playing the game, she did not have like the full, her full playthrough.
I took a picture of everything this walkthrough says. Okay. Oh no, I know. There's like a table.
Like the dialogue is so.
What the fuck?
So fun.
Is that blood?
I've been over this.
No body, though.
I'd been over this room a
I
bunch
should
of
photograph
times,
this.
and I never saw that icon come up for the chair. Jeez.
I think that's all of them.
Did you have to see other things before you saw it, maybe?
Hey, Abby.
Is it like a.
You happen to have any
I had to see this before this and
I
stuff?
don't think so.
Why?
I think it was just a tiny ass.
I am sorry to hear that. I hope you can find some soon. But in the meantime, we will be sending you a new batch of evidence to process, including some night vision goggles.
Score.
Ooh, night vision goggles.
Try not to have too much fun.
Like Cobra, you are playing as a cheerleader, yes. So you're running around in a skimpy cheerleader outfit, and you are clearly like sexualized to a point. But then you start playing it, and you don't care anymore because you're badass. You have badass lines. Other people have badass lines. There's badass music to a point. Because I saw a very nice commentary on it, and it even pointed out that all of this is deliberate, especially considering how demasculated her boyfriend is by being beheaded early on. Yeah, now you know that. So he's just like totally dependent on her. And it is a social commentary on it shouldn't matter what she looks like kind of thing. I have seen a strong argument for that. That they did that on purpose. That's what you sounds like. Are you referring to that's how Nostrika sounds like, or how the game character sounds like?
Cobra, how long to your stream?
The fingerprints on this MP5 belong to James Finn.
I'm sure Cobra's probably gonna look at the, oh yes. Doesn't she have such a sweet voice? Cobra said it's gonna be at 9. So that's in 5 minutes. But yes, it doesn't, like, Nostrika's voice even, like, exude cuteness.
footprints on this MP5 belong to Kate Ramus. The fingerprints on the .38 pistol belong to Luis Silva. Way to go! This gun matches the slugs that killed Dustin Johnson at the Lucky Card Casino.
It's so hot.
Too quiet.
Oh,
This gun matches the slugs that killed Mel Farley at the Lucky Card Casino.
It's like, part of me is like, I know I said I would do 2 cases, but this first case is taking longer than I thought. I'm not sure.
Luis Silva returned fire with his .38 pistol at the shooting range. Let's see who this footprint really belongs to.
Apparently I failed hard. Alright, bye, Cobra.
bye, Cobra.
These footprints belong to James Finn. They match the unknown footprints from the Lucky Card Casino. Wow. There's a lot of stuff to sort through here, Gibbs.
Deduction board.
Deduction board.
Let's see what we can find.
What does that mean, Abs?
Just what I thought.
What does that mean, Abs?
Found what we were looking for.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
Just what I thought.
What does that mean, Abs?
Found what we were looking for. Our casino robbers became victims themselves.
Time to visit Ducky.
There's more stuff on that deduction board, but okay.
What can you tell me about what happened at the shooting range, my friend? From the autopsies of your companions, I can see you fired your gun. But who fired at you? What do we have here? A broken proximal interphalangeal joint. But the lack of bruising suggests it happened post-mortem, which means you were moved after you were killed. When these smaller bullets entered your lungs, you probably didn't even feel them. This much larger 44 caliber slug likely stopped your heart before the smaller bullets were ever fired. These men are not telling us the same tale.
Come on, Duck. Deduction board.
I believe Ducky here is one of the characters who is actually voiced by the correct person.
Yes, well, best get to it.
There was some joke at some point during one of the NCISs where Tucky said something about people mistook him for a blah blah blah, and it was actually a character that he had played when he was younger.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
Why do you think
Because
that,
Tucky
Duck?
played a famous character from some show when he was younger. I don't know what.
Yeah, Ilya Kuryakin from something.
Yeah, but
My
it
mom
was.
mentions that.
He like made a joke about it, and they were kind of like, "What? No."
Well, Jethro, we put the
My
pieces
dad had it.
together, and this is what we find.
I'm sure my mom explained it to me at the time.
I was kind of like, shit.
Why don't you explain it to me, Duck?
Well, Jethro, we put the pieces together, and this is what we find. The crime scene was tampered with.
See, like,
Someone
all
deliberately
the
tried to
chainsaws
arrange
the
it
game
to look
I
like
play,
a
except I
robbery.
would suck at it.
But it wasn't.
Thanks, Duck. Now let's see what McGee can get from the cell phones.
Actually, it doesn't cost that much.
I'm such a hacker. It's a murder. Screw this.
Now let's track down who that mysterious number belongs to. The number is from a cell charged up from a prepaid card purchased at a convenience store just off the Atlantic City Strip. Using a credit card under the name Trevor Gates.
Deduction board.
Time to make some magic.
What does that mean, McGee?
It boils down to this.
Why do you think that, McGee?
Interestingly,
Hey, Doom.
Hi,
Nozo, need a
Doom.
bolo on Sergeant Gates. McGee, track his cell phone.
on it, boss.
How's it going? There's 4 cases in this game, Doom, and I was thinking of doing 2 cases, although I'm getting to the end of the first case right now, and considering the lack of interest in this game, I was thinking maybe just do the 1 case today, and maybe continue next time, but I don't know. Because I'm sure, as much as you'd like to see what this game is like,
I hope
you'd
you've
probably
enjoyed
rather
your
watch
joyride.
Donkey Kong Country.
You might be fast, but my satellite goes 7.56 kilometers per second. Try to outrun that.
Roger, dispatch. 10-4, unit 221. Roger, dispatch. We have him. Coming around the corner.
Yeah, fake Mark Harmon. It's not his voice. Well, this might be the end of the case, so if you're really curious about it, maybe I'll continue with case number 2 and finish that up tonight.
This is Unit 36. Send a medical examiner out here. The driver didn't make it.
What was going on with this case was
Hey,
some
Ziva.
people robbed a casino,
It must be fun having a mysterious admirer.
killed some guys.
Flowers.
My father.
I think it's about to
Flowers
wrap
from my
up.
Father?
Yes, Junior, they are.
Dad, what are you doing here? And why are you sending Ziva flowers?
I'm in town for an
And here's the other character. There's only 2 characters, I think, who are voiced by the correct actors. One of them is Ducky, and the other one is this guy, DeNozo's father,
Oh,
who's not even a main character.
Did you forget, son?
I didn't forget. I was just waiting until she thought I forgot. Then I was gonna surprise her.
Right.
I really did get you something.
It does not matter, Tony. I did not expect anything.
Tony, you were not kidding.
Nope.
What are these?
Only the best collection of American movies ever made. Yeah, I thought you'd like that one.
Alright, so that was the first case. So let's head to the next case. 100G Pro-Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's not even how you spell Kenobi. Episode 2, Identity Theft. It's a box!
Stop thinking about every time I have to come to an actual bank.
That NCIS doesn't pay us enough.
No, I get to work with Gibbs, and I would do that for free. I can't stop thinking that all these cameras and vaults and security precautions are just for show. I mean, any serious bank robber these days is just gonna hack into the bank's central accounts and move a whole ton of money with just a few button clicks. I mean, who needs Bonnie and Clyde anymore?
Don't tell that to Tony. He'll be crushed.
Yes, we are robbing the bank. Nobody move or try anything stupid, and no one gets hurt.
Mickey, I would think that qualifies as something stupid.
There you go, Elegy. Oh! He just got pistol whipped.
Elegy, I believe that is your first command.
Oh yeah. Doom, you get to see the video game theme song. How many of these people aren't even on the show anymore? At least 2. Spoilers, it's 2.
I know Ziva's not.
Tony DeNozo's not either.
I was about to say DeNozo was my next guess, but I wasn't sure.
Just some old pictures back when I was working
He
homicide
just
in
left at the end of
Baltimore.
the most
I was
recent
Okay,
one of
just
the
left?
best officers, you know.
I find that hard to believe.
Ziva, please. You know as well as anyone how awesome I am. Actually, I still hold several records at my old district.
Really? What kind of records?
Ah, I'm glad you asked. I still hold the record for the fastest time on the department agility.
mentioned
test.
earlier, NCIS was a spin-off of JAG. JAG
Consecutive
lasted
days
for
on a
10
stakeout.
seasons,
And
somewhere around
put us to rest in a
1995 to
single
2005.
month. Though stopping a school bus
NCIS
full
is
of
now in
deaths
its
headed to
14th
Jane
season, which is
added
crazy.
my numbers a little on that one.
Any
And it
others?
has 2 spin-offs.
Also, the record for being the most often injured officer, but I really don't want to discuss that one.
Good. Maybe you can actually start working instead. Grab your gear, fast.
What do we got, boss?
Bank around the corner's being robbed.
It's not a Navy bank. Why are we going?
What's awesome?
Abby and McGee are inside.
I think somebody in the game said awesome.
Hey, Mars.
Spoilers, I wasn't paying attention to the cutscene, Jim. Hey, Mars.
You're on the line, sir. You
I'm
want
not
to keep
paying
breathing?
attention at all. Rock Man knows I'm
Down
not
your
paying
weapons,
attention.
exit one at a time.
I want the plane.
There was this other show in the
Not gonna
90s
happen.
that I used to like too. It was called Pacific Blue. It's about bike cops in Santa Monica. And there was an episode of that show where there was a bank robbery and like two of the cops were like hostages inside the bank. It was a pretty good episode, one of my favorites.
Do you mean an echo of the game?
You okay?
Because it may be
Yes, but I'm
the
gonna
small
take him
amount
to
of
the
game
hospital to make
audio
sure
that's
he's
coming
not
from
dying,
his
which he's
television.
not, but he should probably still see a doctor.
Doom, how do you think the audio is?
Hey, yo, puppy.
And I'm trying to do this without a walkthrough, but I got stuck in a crime scene for way too damn long, so I finally looked up a walkthrough
Mr. Nicholson,
to see what I was
thanks for
missing.
coming in to talk to us. I know this hasn't been.
Alright, now I gotta interrogate this guy, apparently.
Of course, of course. Whatever I can do to help you catch those hooligans.
You have to interrogate him.
Wow.
What kind of
Now-
voice is that?
Strong language. You might want to watch yourself there.
Sorry,
Can you give some details about your job at the Franklin and Jefferson Capital Bank?
I'm the branch manager.
And that entails.
I'm the bank's eyes and ears in the branch. If something is happening, I'm the one keeping track of it.
What can you tell me about the robbery?
All I can say is that if we had to be robbed, Thursday was a perfect day for it.
There's a perfect day to be robbed.
He's a puppy butt.
It's a Thursday.
Fuzzy puppy butt.
We have very little cash on hand on Thursdays. We routinely move our excess currency out of the vault on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
How much money did they get away with?
It was still early in the afternoon on Thursday, so the bank hadn't had a chance to take in too many deposits yet. The robbers only took a total of $529,406.87. Guess they didn't do their homework.
Only? Sounds like a lot of money to me.
If they had come one day earlier, they could have taken over $9 million.
Yes,
That's all
you
for
do.
now. Thanks again.
Mr.
Think
Juju
of
came
anything
over
else
when
that
it
might be of
passed
use to us,
those.
Please give me a call.
Certainly. Certainly.
He's stepping on my packages of Lego things I'm sending you.
Start bagging and tagging.
What about the FBI?
You let me worry about the FBI.
The hell with the
Ziva,
FBI.
Collect residue samples near the explosion.
Yes, Gibbs.
Now I get to walk around a crime scene and point and click stuff. Ratmus is fine. We streamed this afternoon, did a slightly shorter Rockman and Ratmus stream, about 2 hours or something. Made a lot of progress in Lego Jurassic. I don't really exactly remember what percent we left off at, but take samples of the explosive. Oh, nice. Yeah. I got that. I was telling Song that I was converting the 12-hour stream to MP4. I did that. So I just have to. I know exactly where I'm going to split the 12-hour stream and then upload it to YouTube. So if you ever have 5 hours, Doom, you could watch Ratmus, beat Link to the Past for one thing. That'll be a part of it. Okay. I don't want to get stuck here for hours and hours and hours, so let's see.
Doom, take a vacation day from work just to watch past Twitch streams.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
GG Mars, I've 100%ed mine. If there's anything difficult that you're looking for, you can send me a whisper or something.
Yeah, I mean, Ratmus does not
Going
know
to
the
the
game
garage.
like I do, so what you didn't see was, like, during that, and especially during the Skype call, I was trying to, like, I would tell Ratmus, like, no, not that way, go
Search
this
the
way,
garage.
but, like, during the Skype call, I kind of couldn't talk very much because Zor was talking, so I was kind of like, don't, just, like, pointing at the screen. don't know how I ended up in this garage all of a sudden. That was not what I was trying to do. First crime scene was a lot easier than this, I'll tell you that.
A broken side mirror. Paint chips.
I mean, it's definitely not exciting unless you're into unless you're really into crime stuff. There's nothing really action-packed in this game. The scenes and dialogue are pretty, I mean, it's certainly geared towards fans of the show. It's a lot like episodes of the show, at least the way it was a couple years back, and that was obviously the idea. They did capture the show very well, but yeah, with very simplistic gameplay and with most of the
I need to collect samples of
with most of the actors not voicing their roles, I think that's why it wasn't really popular at all.
Great. Now
Apparently it was ported to the 3DS, which is funny because I was in the used game store up in Wisconsin and I saw a picture, or I can't remember if it was the actual game that I saw or I think it was the actual game now that I'm thinking about it, but it was like NCIS 3D.
Okay, now I will go to see if Tony needs any help.
Yeah, the difficulty is progressive. Like, the first crime scene was very easy. Everything was very simple, and, you could clearly tell what you were supposed to find and take pictures of. The second crime scene got a little more difficult. I think this is getting more difficult. Normally you're looking for guns, bodies, bullet holes. That's my telephone, Mars. Sometimes you do have to talk to people to
Cameras have been shot. Can you take
get
pictures
something
of them?
else going.
Pictures. I'm on it.
For example, that. Doom, I don't think you've seen anything like hacking. It's now you get to hack the computer, and it's a almost offensively stupidly easy mini game that's not even hacking. Ooh. Not to mention taking fingerprints is a ridiculous series of button presses. Just for the sake of having ridiculous button presses. Okay.
This camera has taken a bullet. I should take a picture of it. Tony, can you assist me moving this desk? I need to stand on it to photograph the camera.
Sure, Ziba. Ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. This will do.
Okay. Well, we got real up close and personal with this camera.
2 cameras, 2 photos.
Nope. Doom and I are brothers, but from another mother.
This camera has taken a bullet.
Am I gonna need to like move furniture for every damn
Hey,
camera?
Tony, I need you to help me reach the camera.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Ridiculously close.
There's no other way. I'm gonna have to lift you up.
This sounds suspicious to me. What are you up to?
Ziva, would I ever try to take advantage of a situation? Don't answer that. Ready?
Ready?
There. Now you can take your photo.
That is all of them. I am finished.
I'm 100% finished.
Abby, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, Ziva. Thanks for asking. Though I think McGee sprained his ankle.
I guess he will be spending some extra time behind his computer then.
Yeah, tough luck.
He always
You're
spends
sending
time behind his
everything we have
computer.
collected at the crime scene.
Thanks, Ziva.
Elegy, it's time for a foof. And an achievement. Now, Doom, I know you said that your grandmother's a fan of this show. How much of this show have you actually seen?
This side mirror came from a car that could have made those tire tracks.
Oh boy, now we're matching side mirrors. Okay.
Let's find out what kind of tire this is.
Never thought so. Okay. Is this one upside down?
The only possible conclusion is that the tire tracks and side mirror came from a 1972 Hewitt Ether.
The hell is a 1972 Hewitt Ether? I don't think Ratmus has seen an episode of NCIS either, but it's funny because I mentioned earlier we have an NCIS board game, and when you play the board game, you can you can play as the characters and you can play as multiple characters. So there's 6 characters. Some you actually have to like play as all of them. So like basically me, Ratmus, and my mom, we each play 2 characters. So like Ratmus plays 2 characters. He's never really seen the show. Oh boy. Doom, we got some chemical analysis here.
The residue from the explosion suggests the robbers used a high-grade explosive known as 22 NBH. Whoa! These guys weren't messing around. Residue on the paint chips found in the bank's garage is a rare pollutant found only near rubber processing plants.
Really? I was kind of expecting you to be like, what the hell? This is nothing like real chemical analysis. This game is a joke.
Well, we know what kind of car they have, but that's not enough to trace them. We're gonna need McGee to track down the pollutant we found on the paint chips so we can narrow the search.
Why would these guys go through all this trouble to steal so little money?
Bad planning?
Nope. There's something else.
Boss, there's someone from the UAE embassy here who wants to talk to us.
UAE embassy?
Yeah, they're in the same building as the bank. Want me to take this one?
Be my guest.
Thanks, boss.
And who might you be?
I am Mariam Malak, assistant to the Deputy Ambassador Sheikh Hosni Abdusalim.
Well, hello there. I'm very Special Agent Anthony DiNozzo.
It is a pleasure, though it would be more so under different circumstances.
So you're the assistant to the Deputy Ambassador, huh?
As I said, I am a representative of the Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates.
So what can I do for you today?
I would like to report a break-in.
Yeah, we already know about the bank robbery.
There was another break-in. The UAE Embassy offices are on the 11th floor of the Franklin and Jefferson Capital Bank building. At the same time the bank was being robbed, so was our office.
That's one of the things he does, Doom. He refers to himself as such, especially introducing himself to women.
Not much of a robbery then, now is it?
Nothing taken, but whoever broke in attempted to get into a secure safe. Luckily, they were unsuccessful.
You didn't see them?
No.
Why not?
The power went out during the robbery, and the embassy was evacuated as part of our standard protocols.
What was in the safe?
Immigration papers, diplomatic endorsements, blank passports, and the embassy's petty cash.
That it?
We were warned by our government that other UAE embassies have experienced break-ins. We were advised to put all sensitive documentation under special security.
And nothing was missing?
No.
You sure?
We double-checked. Nothing is missing or unaccounted for.
Thank you, Miss Mariam Malak. If you think of anything else, please don't hesitate to call us. Or me. Anytime.
Thank you, Agent DiNozzo. My government begs for your discretion in this matter.
Discretion is my middle name. Looks like the bank wasn't the only place hit during the robbery.
No?
The power at the UAE Embassy on the 11th floor went out during the bank job. They had a break-in as well, though nothing seemed to be missing.
Nothing more than a robbery here. Go check it out.
What am I looking for?
Whatever you've missed last time, DeNozo.
All right, Doom.
The building manager told
sorry
me
you didn't get to see a deduction board. Maybe next time.
I need to find the circuit breaker panel.
Yeah, I'll probably. Yeah, I don't honestly know if I'll be done with this, but I will be rating Cobra once I'm done with this. So we'll see. I don't think so. They don't really take anyone to court. They're not JAG. Most you'll see is probably interrogation room. Here we go, the power panel.
A locked panel door. Let's see what's behind it. There's some sort of strange residue on this breaker switch. I'm gonna take a photo. Got what I came for. Time to head back to the office. Hey, Abs.
Tony! What do you got?
Looks like someone cut the power to the 11th floor of the building during the bank robbery.
What makes you think that?
There's some strange residue on the 11th floor breaker switches you should test.
Okay, I'm on it.
According to Twitter, the 90s time capsule is filled with Beanie Babies and Pogs. Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Are you still working on your Legos, or is that done with?
Legos are done with. They're all in little baggies, and I'll take them to the post office tomorrow.
The residue on this switch matches the residual explosive.
Hey, Rapmus, no, you didn't miss all the calf
Whoever
pow.
blew the floor out of the bank also turned on the power to the 11th
This be
floor.
wasting 2 of Abby's calf pows, but apparently she always has more. You missed some deduction boards, though.
Gibbs,
But there might be
none of
one
this
coming
stuff
up
adds
here.
Let's go to the deduction board.
Deduction board! I bet Rapmus loves that command.
Let's see what we can
Uh-huh.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
Found what we were looking for.
Edge of your seat deduction board action. So this is case number 2, Ratmus. Apparently somebody like robbed a bank and also robbed the United Arab Emirates embassy as well. So
Why do you think that, Abs?
Found what we were looking for.
looks like I'll have to eat it, right, Ratmus?
Why do you think that, Abs?
floor.
Yeah, we made progress. Good progress. um, so yeah, Ramus's friend is coming over. Normally in the past we do this thing where like we spend about half the time at Ramus's house and then we come over here, but apparently this time we're spending all the time at Ramus's house. So he's coming from Friday to Monday. I think the plan is that I'll go over there on Saturday, spend Saturday night there, and then Sunday we'll have some chicken with the Super Bowl, and then I guess Monday his friend will leave, and then we'll stream some Lego Jurassic from Ramus's house, unless for some reason we can't.
Why do you think that, Abs?
Just what I thought.
Robbers weren't after money. They used the bank robbery as a cover. That's what happens when you have a deduction board. You deduct stuff.
We should have enough for McGee to be able to track them down.
If he's up and around.
You are one lucky man, McGee.
Yes, he is.
Because Mars Ramus is allergic to nuts.
I'm not talking about the bomb.
You are not?
You're not?
No. Crutches. Ladies love a man on crutches.
Really?
And how do you know this?
Back when I was with Baltimore PD, I tore a ligament in my knee tackling a suspect who tried to rob it. I heard a pop, and that was that. 6 weeks on crutches. Very heroic. The ladies were all over me.
And what crime did this suspect commit?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that I caught him and brought him in.
Taking down a mass murderer is very different than tackling, say, a teenager accused of shoplifting.
Kid was almost 20, okay?
When you're done reminiscing, DeNozo, we got bad guys to catch. McGee, what do you got?
Nothing yet, boss. I just got back.
I noticed. Now go get me something.
Right, boss.
Why it starts me in the middle of the room. The cutscene clearly had me hobbling over to the desk on crutches.
Looks like we'll be paying you a visit, Miss Bondari.
Let's go.
Mr. Powell. Non-face.
Something exploded.
Bloated?
Something exploded. I thought there was going to be a foof there. There wasn't.
There's a doggy.
Not our jurisdiction. I'll talk to the FBI. You get whatever you can find out of there. Got it? Ducky will be here soon.
Yes, Gibbs.
This isn't our jurisdiction, but take evidence anyway, and I'll just lie to this FBI person.
Are you ready, Ziva? Go!
They're good. They're sleeping. They were at daycare today.
We blocked ourselves in. We need to move the cabinet somewhere else.
Apparently I failed.
You're chilling out in the room with me, sleeping on the bed.
Are you ready, Ziva? Go! Hey, look! It's the epicenter of the
So they
blast.
did that without,
We should
like,
get some
putting
samples
gloves
of the
on?
explosive.
I am on it.
Apparently. They probably just didn't want to make different character models with gloves.
Somebody set this fire on purpose. We should be able to find traces of whatever they used to start it. Looks like we have all we need from the fire and explosion.
Okie dokie.
These look like the tools a forgery artist would use. Gonna have to move the couch in order to get to it. Time to move on. One, two, three. All right, the path is clear.
Well, tomorrow I stream Mars. So you can whisper me and stuff, but I may not be able to respond.
This has got to get moved.
Apparently this is the crime scene where we just move shit out of the way constantly.
Piece of cake.
Without gloves.
Ziva, you're up. Got a safe over here.
Cobra is a snake. Literally, in the game.
Look at that.
Don't remember what the name of that snake is. Broken hard drive.
McGeek's gonna be in heaven when he gets his sweaty palms on this.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Oh, sorry I'm late. Traffic is especially bad today. So, let's get started, shall we? Ziva, can you get a photo of the victim for me?
Of course, Ducky.
Oh, what do you know? There's a dead person underneath a giant refrigerator that has to be moved. First, I'll just open this microwave,
What do
though.
we have here? A passport.
What? Are you gonna heat up a bean burrito?
Are you ready, Tony?
Thank you both for getting that dreadful appliance off this poor woman. You both have done a splendid job.
We have finished with the crime scene. Now we need to know what the victim can tell us.
Right you are.
Achievement unlock, barbecued apartment. Electronic barbecue hype.
GG.
There are obvious burns over 50% of your body, but the skin from the upper torso and across the head and shoulders is completely untouched. It appears as if we were very lucky. Had you not been behind that refrigerator, we may never have discovered your true identity.
Boobs.
Indeed.
Well, what do we have here? A bullet wound in each leg. Someone did not want you to walk out of that apartment until they were finished with you. This wasn't a simple murder, Jethro. Whoever did this wanted this woman to suffer. The bullet wounds were meant to keep her from leaving, and the refrigerator shielded her from the initial blast.
Thanks, Duck.
I still have some final things to try to sort through. Where can I find you if I come up with something new?
With McGee.
Now let's crack that hard drive.
And yeah, no crutches. Probably didn't want to make a character model with walking around on crutches. Ratmus, this is what hacking is like, right? Hit the hay. Alright, bye Mars, thanks for being here.
Bye, Mars. Have a good night.
I want to say I could stream the rest of this game on Wednesday, but I don't want to say that for sure. And Song, you're doing more of Jar's Mask tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Cool, cool.
Looks like Haleh Bhandari was in on the crime from the beginning. But at some point, she tried to blackmail the others. We got an email where she threatens to derail their plan if she doesn't get more money. Seems they were in cahoots all along. They even used her car as the getaway vehicle. But she tried to blackmail her partners for more money, and that's what got her killed.
Yeah, hopefully Abby can corroborate it.
So yeah, at this point it looks like the whole thing was they were trying to steal blank passports and then have somebody forge the passports so they could obviously have some sort of terrorists use some forged passports for something or other.
This is 22 NBH, the same explosive we found at the bank.
I don't think there's too much longer to go in this case.
Based on the chemical used to bond the watermark paper to the outer cover, I'm certain that this is a real UAE passport. It's just blank. Maybe something was stolen from that safe after all. slugs we collected at the bank. Something's not right here, Gibbs.
Let's do a deduction board.
Deduction board?
That's your answer for everything, isn't it, Gibbs? What we have for breakfast? I don't know. Let's do a deduction
Let's see what
board.
we can find.
Well, what does that mean, Abs?
I deserve a cupcake for that.
She deserves a cupcake for that.
I want a cupcake.
Well, have you figured out the deduction board?
Oh.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
Found what we were looking for.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
Just what I thought.
Hey.
Why do you think that, Abs?
I deserve a cupcake for that.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
Okay, check this out.
The old switcheroo.
That's a good trick. Make fake blank passports, then swap them for the real ones while everyone is distracted by the bank robbery.
Gonna need the log file of whoever opened the safe at the embassy. Good work, Abs. Need to know what's on that log file.
Log file, boss?
From the UAE embassy safe. They agreed to send it to you.
What log file? I haven't checked my email all day. Of course. They agreed to send me evidence, and it's in my email, so why do I need to do a hacking minigame to get the evidence? This is hack into the protective database, but they said I could have it. What the hell?
The safe was accessed at the time of the robbery by the key card belonging to Mariam Malik.
Boss, you want me to bring her in?
What do you think, Denozo? Yeah, I want you to bring her in.
Do you hear my furnace going? Is it loud for you?
It's not loud. I wouldn't even notice unless you said something.
What am I doing
Just
here,
wondering, 'cause it
Agent
seems
Gibbs?
louder than usual. It seems to be
answers.
acting up.
I've told you everything I know.
Not everything. What'd you take from the safe?
I beg your pardon. I've never stolen anything in my life.
You sure about that?
I did not break into that safe.
Oh, really?
We checked the safe's logs. Your key card was used to open it during the robbery.
You have to believe me. It wasn't me. I didn't even have my key card. It fell out of my wallet. Or I dropped it somewhere. It had been gone for a day or two before the robbery. I was too embarrassed to report it missing. I I was hoping I'd find it. But I never did.
If it wasn't you, then who was it?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
Whoever found my keycard. Maybe I dropped it at the coffee shop.
So someone just picked up your key card off the street and then decided to break into an embassy with it?
What do you want me to say, Agent Gibbs? I don't know.
Somebody knew what they were doing. Know anybody with a criminal history?
It could have been my brother-in-law. Both he and my sister were staying with me last week.
You got a criminal in the family.
My sister doesn't have very good taste in men.
What's his name?
Nader Sayaf.
You got his phone number?
Phone number? Sure.
Give me your cell.
There are personal messages.
I said give me your cell. Or you could just wait here while I get a warrant. See what you can find out about this girl's brother-in-law.
Should be no problem. We have his name and phone number.
What could you find out with someone? What could you find out about someone with their name and phone number, Song? If you had someone's name and phone number, you can look them up, right?
If you give me their phone number, that'd be unusual. Usually my bosses want me to find people's phone numbers, which is extremely hard nowadays because people use their cell phones and don't really have that on like in the olden days. It's like, of course my phone number's in the white pages so people can contact me. You don't have that anymore. Some people are on white pages, but like occasionally I can weirdly find people's phone numbers on like church directories if I have their name and relative location.
Boss, Nadir Sayaf is a known
But
terror
it's
on
not
the CIA
easy
watch list.
Then
to find phone numbers anymore.
Nadir is heading out of the downtown corridor and toward the outskirts of the city.
Stay frosty.
We're right on top of you now, and in just a few seconds, game over.
That's it. Keep on.
I've never missed before, and I don't plan to start now. I hope you've enjoyed your joyride.
You're gonna catch him.
In a couple months, I think I know of a public way for people to find my phone number if they knew something about me, so I'm gonna have to check out how difficult that is to find just for my knowledge. Because it's not something I can stop.
He's at the airport.
Oh,
It's a public document.
This case is just about over. Now, once this case is over, it might go right into the next case without the option to stop. So I might have to like go through the opening cutscene, wait till it like gets somewhere and auto saves, and then stop. And...
Oh, don't make such a pouty face, Nadir. If you want, I can let you up, but you can try to run
Apparently
again.
this guy stole the key card,
Of course.
wanted some like passports for some terrorist shit.
Then I can tackle you on the hood. That looks pretty cool.
Always.
Pull another ligament.
You mock me.
As hard as I
Commentary on their current state of affairs. In commentary on our current state of affairs.
It's a popular word these days.
Have you been looking at the news?
Blah, blah, blah. Tell it to the FBI.
It's a joke
You're
from
their
Resident
problem
Evil
now.
4.
You shall see. We will rain fire on your heads.
I'll be sure to carry a fireproof umbrella. He's all yours. Guess the FBI owes us one.
The FBI doesn't ever owe anyone anything. The other two perps from the bank robbery are in our custody.
I knew she was going to say that, like, FBI is taking full credit. Shut the hell up.
You should have been there. That guy didn't even see it coming. I just swooped in and bam! I tackled him. It was one for the history books.
So, are you going to tell us what crime the last one committed? The one that put you on crutches in Baltimore?
Indecent exposure. Good night.
That's the end of that chapter. More achievement. Now it's going into episode 3. So this, we will continue episode 3 next time. So I know all you people watching on YouTube because you love this game.
What is it?
This will be for next time.
It's the commanding officer, sir.
Looks like
He
we're
was
in,
found dead in his quarters.
I don't know, Afghanistan or something? Some sort of
Middle
base.
East. At least that's a better, more generalized way to put it.
Yeah.
That's his oh shit face. It's like, oh shit.
Lance hasn't even been in this game yet. More like dumb fuckistan.
Thank you, I think. After 6 years, this may be the first time you have ever gotten us coffee. What are you up to? And why so many cups?
I've been closely studying the mysterious ways of the boss man this past week. I think the secret to his genius may be in the coffee, so I've decided to go toe-to-toe with Gibbs today. Just the two of us, mano a mano, and a coffee.
Alright, well, let's say for the...
showdown, and I'm stocking up for the
Let's say
challenge.
unless something comes up, I'll stream again Wednesday, same time, do the other 2 cases, and then raid Cobra again.
Where are we
Unless
going, boss?
something changes and I don't want to do that.
What do we got?
The victim is a Caucasian male, late 40s, Captain J.J. Husker.
Tell me you got
Okay,
more
I
than
saw
that.
the save icon there.
Just that until his
So we'll
death,
probably
he was the
start from
commanding
this
officer of this base.
crime
And he
scene
is pulling
here.
the rest of his records now.
Look for signs of struggle. Ziva, you check the office. Where's Denozo?
He is outside. I do not think he feels well.
Too much coffee.
Lightweight.
Ooh, and I get to control Gibbs starting next time. Alright, let's hit pause. Exit. And you have 600 out of 1,000 gamer score in this game. You can even select episode. Alright, let's dashboard out. So check this. All the achievements that are left are from completing episodes or crime scenes. Alright. Song, I have logged off of your profile. Thank you for letting me use it.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's watching. Did Rapmus No, let's see. I think it's just Yumi and Ratmus, but we're gonna raid Cobra anyways.
So yeah, people are quiet in Cobras too. It's a quiet day.
Quiet night. Well, yeah, I mean, I had fun. I like NCIS. The game is fine. Like I said, Song will be streaming Majora's Mask tomorrow, and I think I'll finish this game up on Wednesday. So, but then the thing is, since I'm going to be gone all weekend, there might not be a stream for a while. So I don't know. I'll think of something. We're going to raid Cobra. So bye everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks to everyone who watched. The end for now.
Good night, everyone.